Any idea where I might find goatskin, then?
You could try asking in the bathhouse, behind the yards in Hraddock Quarter. They get a lot of well-heeled Deutschers in there. And some young wench there's been seeing goatskin for a while now.
It sounds like you're not too far.
It's the local yakkers who can't stand them. I've got nothing against them fuckers myself. If you've got glint, come in and make yourself at home. If you ain't, then fuck off.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
Have something at least, since I gave you the goods on everything. I helped you out, didn't I? Don't be a pinch purse and cough.
I'll have a look at...
What can you do, sir? Maybe next time, then.
Good afternoon.
I'm looking for this vagabond. Goes by the name of Goatskin.
Is he a miner?
Don't think so. A thief, more like.
Yeah, I'd ask the miners in any case. I only pop in now and again, but they're here all the time.
I'm looking for the...
Is he a...
Don't think so.
Yeah, I'd ask... God be with you, good sir.
Greetings. See you later.
Come under the Malin parish. Relations between the parishioners and the monastery have been tense at times, but beneficial for all. Our city's fame has attracted
listen to
many
this.
scholars, with many aspiring
Maybe if he was
to the
handsome
office
at least.
of parish priest. But since silver made the city become unwilling.
What would you like, sir?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Do I know him? That fucker is the bane of our lives. Why are you even looking for an idiot like him?
He knows some things that I'd like to know too.
What would he know? A mangy vagabond?
Do you know where he might be?
How should I know? If I knew, I'd have told Adam long ago. He'd wring the bastard's neck in a trice. Last week alone, he robbed 3 of our customers. All German.
Why does he choose to rob Germans?
A German merchant always has more coin in his purse than a Czech one. Haven't you noticed that?
Could you tell me where exactly he robbed the customers?
Hard to say. You know how it is. Drunk and merry gents who can hardly walk. But it usually happens somewhere near the Black Horse, and in those lanes there. The bastard stays clear of the main streets. For good reason.
Have you got any German customers here now?
What do you think? No, because words got round. Except Udo. He couldn't care less, it seems.
And is Udo here now?
No, it's too early for him. He usually comes later in the evening. I reckon he only comes here when other alehouses kick him out.
You know Goatskin's seeing one of your girls?
What? Nonsense. I mean, I wouldn't put anything past my girls, but I can't believe they choose to hang out with a vagabond like that.
That's what I heard.
Everyone badmouths whores. You know what it's like. Nobody stands up for them. But if it's true, then as soon as I found out who, she'll be out on her arse.
Thanks. I'll be going.
You're welcome. And have a word with Adam if you really want to find your goat skin. He's the owner. I reckon he'd be keen to find him too. What'll it be?
I have...
Again?
Thanks.
Christ! Pardon me.
Whenever they want. As long as you're working in
God be with you, sir.
Have you got anything good to drink?
Of course I do.
No, thanks.
Suit yourself.
Farewell, my friend. If you don't like it, you can go back to the six I found you in.
door was locked.
Who's that?
My God, give you...
When I wash their hair, I give them a head and neck. Welcome.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. I heard he sometimes comes here.
Aye, he turns up now and again. The louse. The bastard's ruining my business. 2 of my customers refused to come here again after he robbed them one night.
That's not very nice. And you wouldn't have some idea where I might find Goatskin, would you? I reckon it'd suit you if he packed it in.
You bet it would. But if I knew where to find him, I'd wring his neck myself. That bitch Mary's bound to know, though. She denies it, but we all know she's walking out with him.
I thought you bathhouse girls stuck together. What have you got against Mary?
There's a limit to everything. As soon as you mess with someone's livelihood, you ain't no sister to anyone. She can marry that cripple for all I care, but when he robs our guests and ruins our reputation, she should grab him by the balls herself and... oh, never mind.
Is that all you know about Goatskin?
Ain't that enough for you? I'm not here to know stuff, in case you hadn't realised.
Thanks then. I'll be off.
If you find him, give him a slap from me.
I'll be with you.
Hey, dearie. Come and have a sip with me.
1 beer.
I'm looking for Goatskin. Do you know him?
Nah, you're a good-looking fella. What would I want with some goat skin when I've got a handsome young buck right here in front of me? I couldn't care less about your goat skin.
But I do. And the girls here tell me you know him quite well.
So, you're not here to have a good time. Shame. I know Goatskin, but don't expect me to tell you anything. He's lying low, and for good reason. You ain't the first to come looking for him.
You say people have been coming asking questions about him?
Aye, like you.
And apart from me?
I dunno. There was a miller from Drechlitz, and some Jews. That was pretty odd. They usually avoid brothels like the devil avoids... well, crosses or whatever, you know?
Why? It does sound peculiar. Why is he hiding? Who from?
How should I know? He's never far from trouble. Goes with his trade, doesn't it?
Where's he hiding?
I don't know. And even if I did, I don't see why I should tell you. That's why he's hiding. So strangers like you don't find him.
Come on now. Do I really look like someone who'd want to hurt him?
No, you don't.
You see? I'm trying to help Goatskin. But I can't do that if I don't know where he is.
Help him? With what?
With this situation he's in. It's complicated. And the less you know, the better.
All right. I understand. He gets me into enough trouble as it is.
There you go. So where's he hiding?
There's a yard behind the bathhouse leading to a side alley. Right next to it is the Black Horse Tavern. And at the opposite end, you'll see a barn behind a wall. There's a funny little window at the top. That's where.
I'll look for it.
Help him, will you? I'm starting to be afraid for him.
I'll see what I can do. It's not easy.
Take care, sir.
I'm sorry.
This looks like the barn Mary was talking about. But how to get in there?
That one may be different. They are all I'll find you.
Well, well. Look who we have here. You must be Goatskin, eh?
What? What are you doing here?
What do you think? Looking for you.
But I'm hiding. I shouldn't be talking to anyone.
But I found you. So you're not hidden anymore. I have a couple of questions for you.
Look, I didn't. I never told nobody. Nobody. I swear. I'll even swear to Samuel and his God if he wants.
Who the hell is Samuel?
You weren't sent by Sam.
I wouldn't be asking you if I was, would I?
You know, like, I promise not to talk about it no more. They'll kill me otherwise.
I get that, but do you think they'll just forget about it? How long do you intend to hide?
Until I have enough. You know, glint to take off.
I could help you with that. I know a lot of people. Getting you out of town won't be a problem. If you help me, I'll help you.
That sounds, you know, promising. But I still need coin. I can't just pack up and take off.
Coin shouldn't be a problem. How much do you want so you can disappear in peace?
Not much, a few score groschen. But that won't be a problem for a well-heeled fella like yourself.
Here you are. But you're gonna talk, right?
Right. Well, I like talking, you know, like... What is it you want to know?
I heard you were spying for some nobleman. Is that true?
I was doing nothing but, you know, like, I was spying for 2 weeks.
Does this gentleman have a name?
He does. He's one of them, you know, Jews. Samuel, his name is. He was nice to me till I started blabbering.
What is it you did as a spy?
Mostly I was standing guard in front of that palace, you know, like Rutard's place. I was watching for who was going in and out, see? You know, who, with who, where, when, and that.
And what went on there?
Well, people was coming and going, all sorts of nobles, and I'd tell Samuel what colours they was carrying, see? I was good at that. I remember pictures good, you know?
Do you know where I could find this Samuel?
Go to that, you know, synagogue. He hangs around it in front of it, and people, like, brings him news of what's on the grapevine, you know. And evenings he sits around at the King Solomon. It's like a, you know, a Jewish tavern. But watch out. They ain't too welcoming towards our people there.
Have you ever heard the name Liechtenstein?
I don't know him, but I heard Samuel telling his people, like them Jews, about this, what's his name? Liechtenstein.
What exactly did he say? Did he speak about him in a good way or a bad way?
I don't know. I just remembered a funny name. I don't pay much heed to things that what don't concern me.
And you call yourself a spy?
Watch it, mate. I remember things well enough, but only what they pays me to remember. I ain't gonna, fill my head up with shit that don't concern me for free.
Jesus wept. I reckon I know what I need to know. Now clear off, since I've filled your purse for you.
Of course. I'm going. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Huh? What brings you here?
May God give you health, sir.
I'd like to learn...
What are you?
I apologize.
Excuse me.
Good day. Same to you.
Take your pick! For some fine wares. Come and take your pick.
How are things at home? Calmed down a bit?
Aye, the celebration's all been done with. Everything's going well. I'm in a fine family. It's almost like how well things are proceeding. I think.
You should get out of here.
God be with you.
Sholem, are you lost? Or what would a goy want here?
What do you think Goy means?
It means you do not belong here.
It means nation in Hebrew. So you're just as much a Goy as I am.
Good one. A goy lecturing a Jew on Hebrew. All right. But I suggest you do not repeat it around these parts. Not everyone is as tolerant as I. So, what do you want?
I'm looking for someone called Samuel.
What do you want with him?
Is that you?
There are many Samuels here. And if I'm not good enough for you, I'm afraid nobody else will talk to you.
All right. I'm looking for John of Liechtenstein. I heard you, or this Samuel, might know something about him.
I'm sure Samuel knows a lot. But I do not see why he should tell you.
Because I know a lot as well? Me and Samuel can exchange interesting information.
Why do you think you can tell me anything I need to know? I already know more than I want to.
You're the first person I've met who complains about knowing more than everyone else.
It is not pleasant to know things you can do nothing about. So what I need is someone who prefers action to talk.
All right. What do you suggest?
An exchange. Something in return. I have this one problem none of my people can fix.
Well, if your people can't handle it, why not?
You are no better than my people. But unfortunately, they were all born under our star, and that is a problem in this case.
I understand. What's this about, then?
You probably know that my people face outbreaks of hatred from time to time. A house is plundered, people beaten up, sometimes murdered. Usually it is started by some scum spreading rumors that we eat Christian babies or poison wells. They always find some excuse. I have heard that such people are meeting in an old abandoned house by the wall in the mining district. I need someone to get among them, find out what they are planning, and warn us in good time.
Won't they be
Why? Do not worry.
All right.
Agreed. They usually meet
at the start of the day according...
I see you're in the know. At the start of my day, so when the first 3 stars come out.
Right. So they meet after sunset. The miners' district, an abandoned house with a small yard by the ramparts.
That's right. I reckon you can still catch up with them there today, if you get them to let you join them. Try and find out what they're planning, and then come and see me, and you'll have fulfilled your side of the deal.
You'll keep your end of the deal, I hope.
Don't worry.
always welcome here, noble sir.
Oh, excuse me.
Here you go. Take it. Come here, boy. Nice. Hey! Hey! Open up! Open up!
Well, what are you doing, Moishe?
Foot's a capora, piece of junk. Never mind. We'll cut this shit down.
wir sterben.
You want to try me? Come on, then! Useless! I'm just getting warmed up, you shit! Ah, fucking hell! Ach was!
Wait, wait! Don't kill him! You're gonna beg for mercy. After this.
We can make a deal. We have some of your people, we can exchange them.
Our people? What the hell are you talking about?
We caught some of them yesterday, trying to get to Liechtenstein, just like you.
No, I'm after Liechtenstein because I need to talk to him. I'm not his enemy. But if you know where he is, you better take me to him. Right now.
I have my orders. I'm not supposed to let anyone near him. Especially not someone who just beat my 2 best men. I'm not a fool.
Right. I'll go unarmed. If that'll convince you.
I'll trust you. But in return, you have to trust me. You can't see where we're going.
All right. But no tricks.
Those are the rules.
Wait. Who is that somewhere?
We will soon find out. Let us in.
Wenches or the neighbour's daughter, any dirt you can dig up. Off you go! Oh, who have you brought now, Sam?
I'm not entirely sure. But he says he knows you, and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Ah. Of course. Henry. Lord Capon of Perkstein's page. We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
Lord Capon's escort. And bodyguard.
Quite. Quite. Oh, but tell me, what brings you here?
Well, that's quite a long story, sir.
Well, I've got plenty of time, and actually I enjoy long stories. You know why? Because they demand a lot of wine. Please, take a seat and tell me everything. If I'm not mistaken, Jobst sent you to von Berkhoff with a message. How did that go?
In a word, badly.
Oh, how's that?
I hardly know where to start. I'm lucky to be alive. In any case, neither von Berghoff nor the League of Lords are planning to join Jobst.
Good God! I need a drink now. But did you manage to deliver the message in the end?
We did.
And? What was von Berkhoff's reaction?
That bastard first used us, and then wanted to get rid of us. We only just avoided being killed.
Sacre. So there's no chance the League of Lords will turn against Sigismund?
No chance. On the contrary, von Berghoff and von Aulitz came here to Kuttenberg to be at Sigismund's beck and call.
Christ. And what are you doing here, actually?
I came here with a man called Zizka.
Zizka? Jan Zizka of Trotsnov?
You know him?
Of course I do. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg, King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well. What was strange was that his band was infiltrated by Istvan Toth, if you remember.
That rat from Talmberg. What was he doing there?
It turned out he was spying for von Berghoff. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
I am starting to get confused.
That makes two of us. Maybe we'll understand better if we get drunk.
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then. After Zizka took us prisoner, it finally became clear we were on the same side. And Istvan had to flee.
So the fucker's still alive?
Not any longer.
You? Well done. Let's drink to that.
To our enemy's death.
Just when we thought we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone, he appeared outside the walls of Nabokov again, with von Berghoff and Markvart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund. And with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good Lord!
Have you ever seen one? I hadn't, until they used it against us.
I've heard about the bombard. An infernal weapon. Then what?
We didn't have a chance. They blew the tower to pieces and took us all prisoner. They took us to Trotsky and tortured us. But with the help of a woman who works with Zizka, we managed to escape.
Zizka. That man always has a trick or two in reserve.
Thank God. While we were making our escape, I crossed paths with Toth, and finally took my revenge for everything he did.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then. And where is Lord Capon? Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
Well, the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage, because that's what he is now.
A hostage?
That's right. Von Berghoff took him with him. And that's why I'm here, in fact.
Your original plan went badly awry, I must say.
Well, it could have been worse.
That's the way of the world. For my part, I'm forced into hiding, as you've probably noticed. They're after me as if I owed taxes. Oh, if only I knew what Jobst would say.
I know exactly what he'd say as that happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobst just after we arrived at Suchdal. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself. And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Ah, Jobst.
If we cause trouble for Sigismund, it could threaten his plans, he said. That's cowardice, if you ask me.
It's true I can take care of myself, but the old schemer could at least have warned me, whatever his plans might be.
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him. And he doesn't approve of his plan.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although I prefer a different strategy to braining all and sundry with a mace. Even so, what brings you to me? You didn't take this risk just to tell me what Jobst is like, or that I should carry on with what I'm doing.
No. My first concern is to rescue Lord Capon, whatever schemes Jobst is dreaming up.
And then...
That's all.
Nevertheless, let's turn the page. Capon. How do you plan to free him?
That's exactly why I came to see you.
Oh. How's that?
Because you know how to do it. Don't you?
You have a lot of confidence in me.
Well, I don't have many options. Well then, am I right?
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burghers and noblemen in the city when they opposed him, and he divided the property up between his loyal followers. He seized Malashov Fortress from the Rutards, for instance. And didn't you say, Sam, that he gifted it to von Berkhoff?
Yes, that is so.
That was before von Berkhoff was in these parts. But if he's here now, where else would he be but in Malashov? And if von Berkhoff is there...
That's where his captive will be.
Correct. Capon is at Malashov Fortress.
Well, that's fucked then. How the hell three of us conquer a fortress, and one of us a woman?
That's a conquest I'd like to see. It would go down in history.
The history of suicidal madness.
You can't just launch an assault on Malashov. It's a strong fortress. We'll need a cunning plan.
Or long ladders and lots of men. That could be arranged, maybe.
Careful! Jobst ordered us not to stir up trouble. And this would be serious trouble. But if Capon simply vanished...
Vanished how, exactly?
I don't know yet. But like I said, Malashov belonged to the Rutards. And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Rutard and convince him you have common interests, he'll be happy to think up a solution with you.
Like what?
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Rutard knows of a back door into his old home, and he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone who will help him take revenge.
Someone like you.
Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up. But it's the best we've got, and there's no harm in trying. Where can I find this Kunzlin?
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him keep his palace in the city. It's right next to the Italian court.
All right. I'll give it a go.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me. Is there anything you want to know before you go?
Come to think of it, I've no idea where we actually are.
Of course. I'd forgotten how you got here.
We're in the Jewish quarter, in the basement of the King Solomon Tavern, below my tavern. Goyim do not just wander in here, but I will tell my people you are with us.
Thanks a whole lot. All right, I'll set off now.
Good luck. It was good to see you again, Henry. And be careful. There's bound to be spies swarming around the palace. This city isn't safe.
Tell me about it. Danger is my daily bread these days. What are you doing here in Kuttenberg?
That's a good question. Jobst thinks I'm his spy.
You're not.
I gave him some information before I had to go into hiding, but it's complicated. Jobst thinks, quite foolishly I might say, that he'll be able to make a deal with Sigismund.
You don't believe Jobst's plan will work?
Trusting your own plan tends to be a big mistake. It's better to assume something will go wrong. That's why I always have at least 2 plans, and the backup includes all of Sigismund's opponents. The city is full to the brim with them. Nearly every noble house has lost some property to him. They can't do much on their own, but if they join forces, now that could make a difference.
Why are the Jews helping you?
Because I asked them to. Most Christians avoid Jews, and probably wouldn't even think of looking for something or someone here. Besides, the local Jewish community have no love for Sigismund or von Berkov, so I don't have to worry about someone ratting me out.
They know von Berkov?
Sadly, they do. Von Berkov instigated a pogrom in Prague. Not long ago, our new king gave him his blessing. Those who survived fled here or to Kolin.
Why would he need convincing? You said he had had a serious quarrel with Sigismund.
Sigismund has made many enemies in Kuttenberg. He kicked off important burghers from the council, confiscated patricians' property, and imposed taxes and duties on them. But he's not stupid. He hasn't completely beggared anyone, so they'd still have a lot to lose if they confronted him directly.
He just made them fear him.
I'd rather call it caution, but you're essentially right. It's complicated. This isn't chess, and the lords aren't all black or white. Each of them has their own interests. Just because they can't stomach Sigismund doesn't mean they'll side with us.
So you're sending me there to find out where he stands?
You could say that. I suspect he might be inclined to ally with us, but as I said, nothing is certain. If it works out, it will be a great accomplishment. Kunzlin was respected among the former councillors.
as a post! Anyway, that's where I dumped the shit, because that's where you made your dunghill, even though I begged you not to. I don't give a fuck! This is my... land. You know what?
Did you bring anything?
You silly doggy.
The big city.
Easy, good horse.
What are you doing here? It hasn't been safe around here as of late.
I'm not doing anything. You're doing a great job keeping watch.
One-off tax is to be levied in the city. I know that times are hard, and none of us has much to spare.
I'm in no mood for nonsense. You're no messing about, got it?
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins. I'm sorry.
I'll find you. Don't you worry. I've plenty of time to find you. You shouldn't be bothering us here. Huh? You... Christ, what...
Service, sir.
I wish you a
Good morning. There. It looks better already.
Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
What's new?
Since you ask, I hear... Anyway, and that's about...
Sounds it.
Nothing to your liking, sir.
Innkeeper, a beer!
I don't care for gossip.
Nor do I, but this is important.
I'm not interested. But this is about money.
On about
You know it, and so does half the town. And that goes for Councilman Nars as well. Of course he knows. He's the one sending him there. What are you talking about? It's gospel. They just isn't up to it.
Don't be a coward.
And give something to stop pestering him. So he made a deal with Dirk Stallion. Right.
How can I help you?
Didn't Dirk used to come to your place a lot too?
Aye. And he's still... does. But at least I have time to play dice. You feel like rolling a few tonight?
Now they only ache when there's a storm. God bless.
Excuse me.
Ale house.
That's... Greetings. I'll be with... Good day to you.
Would you repair?
Christ almighty.
My young apprentice said there was some sort of commotion when I wasn't here.
Aye, there was.
Well,
Aren't you going to tell me what happened?
There was some folks from Limburg here. They said you owe them money.
Ah, and what did you tell them?
My respects.
Come closer, don't be shy. Quality goods here.
Good day.
Great.
Come on.
What would you like?
I'd like to eat.
But of course. And for how long? Very well.
Let's talk. Is this...
I knew we'd come to... I'm sure you... Easy. You just go upstairs.
Maybe I'll buy one too. We could start a ferry service.
Why is this sticky?
I'm sorry.
One beer, please. Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
Apparently my greatest sin is that I have such nice breasts, and my second greatest, that I don't want to show them to him.
Christ, what's the world coming to? Two popes,